Hey guys, it's Asian here again with another guide. This time we're going to be doing Hel Ra Citadel on normal. As you can see here, someone has decided to be a dick and put the Jubilee cake right in front of the door. So yeah, don't be that guy. So for this first part, there are no mobs. You just ride your horse basically up until the bridge, and basically stop at the halfway point on the bridge. Yep, so right there. Somebody will equip rapids and pop rapids. What you're going to do is you're going to sprint, make a hard right, ignore all the mobs, go all the way up to the door. It's inevitable somebody's going to get knocked off, like I did right there. It's not a big deal. You shouldn't wipe on these ads, even if you do get knocked off. Yep, so you basically sprint and bring them all the way up here to these set of mobs. Just like Ethereum Archive, there is a certain order that you need to kill the mobs in. In Hel Ra, you want to kill the chain spinners first. This is the first boss. He's an air Atronak. He will do one move in particular is fairly dangerous, which will be right here. He throws his swords out like that and brings them back in. You can get double hit by that. So you're going to want to stand behind the boss and group up just like the DPS are doing right here. Makes it easier for the healer to do their job with healing springs and combat prayer. When the boss hits about 35%, he's going to do a whirling attack around him. The tank will need to lead the boss away, and the DPS will need to back up. Sometimes, if you're lucky, you'll be able to burn the boss down before he does the attack, like we do here. He started to do it, and then he just got wiped. Here you need to split into upper and lower. I'm going to show you the upper path. Should split 6 and 6. Tank should go wherever he feels comfortable. One healer on each side. DPS split themselves accordingly. On the top, the bottom will flip a switch that will open this door. Once the door is open, dodge roll through and burn the mobs down. There'll be several switches for the top people to hit on the way up to their boss. Just hit them. It'll stop some of the oil and damage on the lower group. Destroy the catapults. There'll be one point where there are going to be some gargoyles. Avoid pulling the gargoyles if you can, but it's sometimes unavoidable. This is the top boss. He will summon a flame meteor that will knock you back and stun you. I believe it targets a random person. When he runs to the middle like that, he's going to split into copies. Burn the copies down. Make sure to interrupt, because he is a flame spinner. So burn down the copies, and then hit the main boss again. That's the flame meteor. It'll leave a fire AoE circle. From there, it's pretty straightforward. Just take out the copies and burn him down. And we'll skip ahead to the next group of mobs. Alright, so here on this next group of mobs, there's 2 gargoyles. The tank will grab the gargoyles, lead them away from the group. The rest of the groups will run past the gargoyles and take out the rest of the trash, and then go back and take out the gargoyles. Watch out for the ground pound that the gargoyles do. That does a lot of damage. Once you enter this room, avoid the water and meet up by the blue circle. This is the final boss. This is the warrior. This blue circle will give everybody a damage buff, but it'll also give the warrior a damage buff if he's in it. So the tank will need to keep the warrior on that platform that he first spawned on. You see here our tank actually goes down. This is her first time tanking this boss, so someone needs to get her up. Boss has a couple of moves. The first move is he will throw his shield or sword, I don't know which one, out in front of him. Dodge roll out of that, because it will fly out and come back to him, so you get double hit for that. take out the adds when he summons them. He will break those fountains at some point during the fight. The second move that he will do is he will randomly target one person and do basically a jump attack on them. Giant red AoE circle, you're going to have to block through that. First turn. Once he destroys the statues, it's just tank and spank. The tank should keep the boss on the center of the platform. Everybody else needs to group up behind the boss, at least for this initial phase. This is so that the boss does not accidentally whack you with his mace. Roll out of any of the shield throws that he does, and block any of the jump attacks that he does. You'll know you're being targeted by that jump attack when you have a giant red circle around you. Tank is down. Once the boss hits about 35%, which is right here, he will blow away the roof. And this is where everybody should start actually splitting up or staying away from each other, because he's going to do a special attack that is known as Starfall, which is right there. What you have to do is everybody has to block. Healers will block heal. You must block through this. If you do not block through it, you will die. Even the tank cannot sustain through that without blocking. So when he does Starfall, you must block. You'll still do these other two special attacks. He does not have any sort of burn phase. You just need to be aware of when he does his Starfall. He just raises his sword. You can block cast through that as a healer.
Plot twist, this was apparently the first time I've done this.
Once you beat the boss, you will be able to turn in the quest right there. Get your coffer, get your weekly rewards,
I think the last time
and
I
you're
did
done.
this, I know I
Hel
did,
Ra is definitely one of the easier trials next to AA.
that I did wrong.
Thanks for watching, hope this helps, and I'll see you at the next dungeon.